Hi there, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states. What is a retirement annuity contract? Sounds very formal, very fancy, very hoity-toity. It's really not. I don't know why people keep using retirement annuity contract, because retirement, chapter 2, it's all about you. That can mean a myriad of things, and we'll talk about that after this. So what is a retirement annuity contract? In essence, it's a contract between you and the issuing life insurance company. Life insurance companies issue annuities. There's not just one annuity. You can't say, I hate all annuities. I hate annuities, hate them. Well, you already own one. It's called Social Security. You might own two, which is you might have a pension, but you actually own another one. It's RMDs off your IRA, which is required minimum distributions, the annual amount you have to take when you turn a certain age, when the IRS taps you on the shoulder. So when people say, what's a retirement annuity contract, understand there's many types of annuities. So it really comes down to what do you want the money to contractually do. So we really have two questions we ask every single person. If you go to my site at theannuityman.com and schedule a call, free, by the way, we're not hammers looking for nails. We'll say, what do you want the money to contractually do? And when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? Okay, and you've got to be specific, not pacific, that's a notion, specific with your answers. Don't just say, I just want the best thing out there, son, or I just want a reasonable rate of return, son. No. Annuities solve for four things. The acronym is PIL. P stands for principal protection. I stands for income for life. L stands for legacy. Other L stands for long-term care. There's no M for market. There's no S for stock. There's no B for Bitcoin. There's no G for growth. Market growth. Never buy an annuity for market growth. I know that probably the two best-selling types of annuities out there promise hopeful market returns, potential, hypothetical, theoretical, unicorns chasing the butterflies, back-tested numbers that never work. If you want market growth, don't buy an annuity. If you want contractual guarantees, then buy an annuity. But do you want contractual guarantees just to protect the principal? Do you want contractual guarantees just for lifetime income for you and your spouse, or just you? Do you want contractual guarantees for legacy to leave money if you can't qualify for life insurance? Do you want contractual guarantees for long-term care? If you do not need that, then you don't need a retirement annuity contract. A retirement annuity contract, in essence, is the contract and the product type and the goal and the contractual solution that you choose, and then the issuing life insurance company that issues that annuity product, you have a contract with them. And because it's a contract, you only consider the contractual guarantees of the policy. I am the pioneer of CGO, contractual guarantees only. When I first started saying that out there, people, you're leaving a lot on the table, son, because, how about all the potential? Screw potential. Potential, go buy stocks, go buy mutual funds. And I know what I'm talking about. I used to work for Dean Witter, Payne Weber, Morgan Stanley, and UBS. I've been on that side of the table. So when I decided to come out and dominate the annuity space, I still am shocked how much of the sales pitches that are out there are about growth, market growth. Most of the people that are pitching fixed annuities, like index annuities for market growth, they couldn't pass a Series 7 test if they had a loaded gun pointed to their head. They couldn't do it. And then now on the securities side, you have to have a securities license to sell what's called a registered index link annuity, which is a fancy version of an index annuity. I call it a copay annuity. But you got to have a Series 7 securities license to sell it. Once again, I'm confused. If you're looking at a retirement annuity contract, you're looking to transfer the risk. So you're looking to transfer the risk to the life insurance company that's issuing the annuity to provide lifetime income. Or you're looking to transfer the risk to the life insurance company issuing the annuity to protect the principal. That's it. For lifetime income, there's no ROI until you die. And death is not a good strategy. You can only use it once, as I told Big C behind the camera. The point is, retirement annuity contract, that's some generic name made up by probably financial journalists that don't know what the heck they're talking about. Well, have you considered a retirement annuity contract? What are you talking about? In the world that I live in, which is dealing with thousands and thousands of clients in all 50 states, no one says, I want a retirement annuity contract. And when they do, that means, I'm like, what article was that from? Well, that was from Freddie Jones, from, Money newsletter, whatever. Hopefully there's no Money newsletter because I just blasted them. The point is, these are simple. Annuities are very, very, very simple products. There's nothing complex about them when you strip it down to the contractual guarantees. The complexity starts when agents start talking about them and trying to sell them to you. Then it gets complex. If there's so many moving parts, you don't know how many moving parts there are, don't buy it. The simple products, immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contract, income riders, MIGAs, that's where we focus. Those are simple products. I literally can explain it to a group of second graders, and they'd all be like, got it. Wish I had money to invest. You're too young. But the point is, if I can explain it to a 9-year-old, no offense to 9-year-olds, then that's a good product. The ones that are coming out now, the retirement annuity contracts that are coming out now are complex, and don't buy anything you don't understand. So I wanted to address this topic because it's kind of a made-up topic. Retirement annuity contract. Okay, what are you trying to solve for, Chester? What's the goal of the asset? Specifically, don't say something broad. Well, I'd like to have it all. Well, if you ask enough agents, they're going to tell you that they have that product and they'll sell it to you, okay? If it sounds too good to be true, it is every single time. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. And the will do are the contractual guarantees. If the annuity industry would just adopt that, just that saying, and stick to it, the industry would triple in size. But they're obsessed with potential. They think that the public wants potential. They want hypotheticals. They want shiny things like upfront bonuses, which I call candy for the stupid. There's 100 pennies in the dollar. What people want, and I know, because I'm the top agent out here and we're licensed in all 50 states, so we're talking to everybody, what people want are guarantees. They want to go into chapter 2 of their life with guarantees. They want to go with chapter 2 of their life with a full income floor of income that's going to hit their bank account every single month, regardless of what happens in the world. They want guarantees. They don't want fluff. I guess same thing could be said for the news. We're at a point in our country, we just want news, okay? We don't want your opinion on the news. We don't want your guest opinion on the news. We just want the news. Whoever can figure that out is going to win. We figure that out on the annuity side, and we're winning. I never have a client, and we have tens of thousands of clients. We never have a client call up and say, hey, how's that annuity doing that you sold me or that I purchased? If they did, our answer would be like, it's the same contractual guarantee that you purchased. It's doing exactly what it's going to do because it's contractual. People always say, Stan, how did you go from you and your wife to now all these employees in this huge office in Las Vegas? Is because we sell contractual guarantees. That model is scalable. We take care of our clients, but we're not having to revisit it because we sell the contractual guarantees. So retirement annuity income, it comes down to what you're trying to solve for. And if you talk with us, we might come to the conclusion that an annuities, whatever type, doesn't fit. We'll tell you that as well. Hey, one last thing. If you're intrigued and want to know more about how the process works, if you did become a client and went through that process, above my head is a video. It's kind of a countdown. Click that, and it'll take you to a video that explains the process at the Annuity Man, where everyone in that building is licensed in all 50 states, but no one in that building is on commission. We're not hammers looking for nails. Give us a shot. Go to my site, download the free books, watch the videos, run quotes to your heart's content, then let us get involved and let's have a conversation. My name is Stan the Annuity Man. See you next time.